this next mini-series, we decided to do a road trip around BC all the way to Calgary, Alberta and back. And all on sport bikes, definitely not the most comfortable mode of transportation. I'm Roger, and this is Howie. And this is our story. We meet the locals, hang out in some pretty small towns, catch some beautiful scenery, and see how everyone is dealing with this pandemic. Our trip takes us from Vancouver to Lillooet, Lillooet to Valemount just outside of Jasper, Jasper to Banff. Of course, we stop over at Lake Louise for an afternoon as well. We go through Calgary, drive through the Kootenays to Nelson, and eventually back through the Okanagan home to beautiful Vancouver. So typical West Coast, our first day was quite overcast. Not what we thought would be a good omen for the trip. There would be some rain in the future, however we were sure to be pleased with some amazing weather as well. Later on in the week, my dad would tell me that this summer would make it his 48th time riding the Jasper to Banff on a motorcycle. He'd always gone when we were kids, and this had been on my bucket list for at least a decade and a half. Before officially crossing that off my list, we would have to navigate the highway through Whistler to Pemberton, drive through the Duffy Lake Road, always a favorite of motorcycle enthusiasts, stay in Lillooet for the night, make our way through the dense, sopping wet rainforest, and eventually to the start of the Jasper National Park. Our first stop out of the city was going to be Whistler. However, Howie and I had planned on braking quite a bit since, one, we were on sport bikes, and two, we wanted to experience the scenery as well. The Sea to Sky Highway always boasted some pretty breathtaking views, expansive and vast, a great shot of Howe Sound. It wasn't too long before we pulled off the highway to make the first adjustments of the trip. Behind me and probably here, we are on the highway from Vancouver up to Squamish right now. So just took a break. Super happy to be vlogging again. It's pretty early in the morning. I was up about 6:30 this morning trying to pack my sport bike. Doesn't have a lot of room to put excess luggage and stuff like that on it. So yeah, I just decided to put a big backpack on, traveling backpack, and put all my stuff in there. So got some camera equipment, I got the smaller bag and my bigger bag, and super happy to be doing vlogs again. So this year's been, as we all know, just a bizarre year and one heck of a hard one. Obviously can't do any international travel, so what we're doing here is we're doing a week-long trip. This is Howie.
What's up?
Cruising through BC here for the next six days,
yeah.
7 nights. Six nights, 7 days. Vancouver to Lillooet is our first day, so this is day one. We're just headed to Squamish. We're gonna grab a coffee and then do brunch in Whistler. So anyways, we'll see you then. Peace.
Later.
All right, we're here in Whistler, and we were gonna go to an original brunch spot, but it seems to be closed at 2 o'clock, and it's right 2 o'clock on the nose. So then I just got some news that my Ford Escape is in the shop, and I have an oil leak, and it's $680 for an inspection, and they just quoted my girlfriend $2,100 to fix an oil leak. $2,100. Like,
that's a new car.
680 plus 21 is basically half the amount of the car that I paid, the original price of the car that I paid. People are thieves. Thieves. So I'm gonna call them back and say, I don't want you to touch my vehicle anymore. We're coming to pick it up and we're gonna go elsewhere, because that's ridiculous. But anyways, this is supposed to be an uplifting, positive trip. So we're here in Whistler.
The Benedict will help. The Benedict
yes,
will help.
We're gonna have some eggs Benny, but so Howard and I go way back. We actually used to work together at Earl's when we were chefs.
He was my second chef, actually.
Yeah.
And one thing you guys are gonna know, he recycles jokes.
A dyslexic guy walks into a bra. Calgary.
Lake Louise. We're checking out Lake Louise.
Oh, why do I always say Alice Lake? Alice Lake is like really
here.
close to here. Lake Louise.
Lake
Yeah,
Louise.
we're gonna go to Lake Louise, and then
We should canoe for sure too.
we're gonna go get some canoes
Get
and
those,
go.
get some good shots. Think you're romantic.
Yeah.
I'll do the hand thing. You hold my hand. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're
But
walking
you look back, like all those girls and all those Instagram pictures. You look back, like Calgary to Creston, but we're gonna go through like the Balfour
Fernie,
ferry. Oh, and Fernie as well.
Yeah.
And then Osoyoos, and then take the Manning Park back from Osoyoos to Vancouver. So that's our trip. We're here in Whistler, so we still got a little bit ways to go to Lillooet, which we're excited about. We're gonna have some beers as soon as we get there. Maybe fly the drone. It's very, very overcast, so hopefully this place.
We need to rest our butt cheeks. My ass cheek is numb after like an hour. It's like,
You gotta
it's
rest the
numb.
butt cheeks, yeah.
Just trying to lift one side up. I'm like,
And I gotta see if I'm gonna pay this money for this oil leak. But all right, we're gonna have lunch and then we're gonna get on the road. So I'm on hold now with Sam, who's quoted me $2,100 for this leak, and this is our first meal of the trip.
cheesy.
We arrived in Whistler, and the first place we went, they closed at 2, like I said before. So they're like, no, sorry, we're closed. Then we went to Split's Grill, which is our favorite burger spot.
They're closed all weekend.
Yeah, closed all weekend first because they said they have a lack of staff and like, I don't know, COVID, I guess. $1,700 plus tax still? Holy crap. Oh, and that's not what I'm not trying to find a deal. I'm scratching my head here like is that all right? Can I get back to you? All right, yep, okay. No worries.
I've just been served. I've just been served. Jeez, your memory.
Okay, 16, okay. So this is the total cost that I will owe you guys at the end of this. So it went from $2,100. I just want to make sure that I'm not still under $2,100 plus tax, which is gonna be like 24 something or 23. Then I was like, there's no way I can pay $1,000. Then he dropped it to 18. Then I was like, I told you $1,000. Then he's like, he dropped it to 16. And he's like 16, so now he is going to charge me 16, and he's waiving a bunch of stuff for me, like he's my best friend and doing me a bunch of favors.
That's insane.
It's still
Like,
$1,600 for
It's
leaks.
like a snake thing to do, because then they're like, if you were not gonna say anything, he would have gone. If it was anyone else that would have didn't mind it, they would have just paid an extra $600-800.
Yeah.
That would have been pocketed.
Yeah, totally.
That's people are fucking slime.
People are absolute thieves. On the road again, let's go to Lillooet.
That's good.
we're on what's called the Duffy Lake Road. Now, the Duffy Lake Road goes, for a while, we're on the stretch that goes from Pemberton to Lillooet. And I've been to a lot of places in the world, but sometimes I forget how unreal the landscape is in British Columbia. It is absolutely incredible. Just picturesque. Like, some of the colors of the water, just absolutely unbelievable. And there's still snow on some of the mountains. For those of you guys that have seen my Milford Sound and New Zealand vlog, man, this reminds me a lot of that. So it's just incredible, incredible. There's so much more to go as well.
This is our view. What lake is this?
You know what?
I don't know what lake this is.
I don't even know what lake this is.
Yo, don't record me, bro.
Shoulders.
As you can see by our first day, we far underestimated the physical strain riding crotch rockets on this kind of trip would have on our bodies, especially our inner thighs and butt. We made stops every 30 to 40 minutes near the end of day one to alleviate the intensity. The way we designed our trip was by kilometer allocation first, that is, how many kilometers we think we can ride in a day, which was about 350 to 450 in some of our future days. Second, what and where we wanted to be and do on certain days. As it was playoff time and we were sports fans, I would say pretty obviously because of the jerseys that Howard was wearing. And third, affordability by township. That meant that we had previously paid for all hotels, which meant if we were tired, we couldn't just stop for the evening. We had to push on through. I think this would work if we had 10 or 11 days off with the same distance, as we could ride for shorter and enjoy the stopovers for longer. We far underestimated the mental fatigue as well, but more to come on that down the road. For now, we were pulling into the tiny township of Lillooet, and we were ready for a beer.
That was a sick first ride, man.
One down.
You got what?
Get some shots of her spot. Should we put our covers?
Yeah. Bring the covers for sure. Ugh, bad lighting.
Turn the light on.
No, it's fine. All right, we made it to Lillooet. And now we're gonna go out and get some food and watch some sports, probably.
Get up.
And maybe have a couple of wobbly pops. See you at the
1
bar.
or 5.
What?
1 or 5.
1 or 5. See you at the bar. I'm just gonna film.
Raj just chatted with one of the workers and maybe a regular here, and he's asking about COVID situation and whether or not it's affected them, and they said they haven't had a case here ever, and they said hopefully the city people will stay the away from this town. And I'm here with this gold toque pink hoodie
And a Chicago Bulls jersey.
Chicago Bulls jersey. I look like I just flew down from Toronto or from the US.
From Chicago.
We look like city folks for sure.
Yeah, it's like borderline embarrassing. Anyways, we're like, I don't know how many people are listening to this right now, but oh my god.
We're also drinking these.
How to feel alienated in a small town. Don't do this. Don't dress like a city person during COVID and go to a small town in BC, because you will feel a little bit weird. Probably can't see us right now, but we're just heading home. Dined with a local.
Jeff. His name was Jeff.
See you later, Jeff. Nice to cozy up with these small town. He kept on talking about, like, he got into a really bad motorcycle accident, and then so he like started talking about that, and then like started talking about all the times where like motorcycle accidents are dangerous.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, can we please stop talking about this, because this is day 1 of 6.
My memorable thing from him was that he talked about going to college at 37 and talking to an 18-year-old.
Oh yeah.
And everyone going, "What are you talking to, you creepy old dude?"
Something to mingle with these small town country folk now, isn't it? Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Sleep.
Yeah. Peace. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.